On the 21st of July, I uploaded a video dissecting the Chris Tyson interview, and it currently sits at over 1,000 views. However, many people in the comments were defending Chris, even though he is one of the most degenerate content creators on the planet. From attacking his fans to displaying disturbing behavior when it comes to his own child, Tucker, Chris exemplifies the worst aspects of transgenderism, and yet everyone still defends him no matter what he does. Let's take a look at just how deep this rabbit hole goes. Chris was born in the year 1996 in North Carolina. He described himself as a country boy, and on the surface, he seemed to be a pretty normal guy. He even got married to a girl named Katie and had his first son named Tucker in June of 2020. About 6 months after he had his son, Chris came out as bisexual in November of 2020 on his burner Twitter account. Obviously, this wasn't a huge concern for the majority of the internet, so business went on as usual. In the very early days of April 2023, rumors began circulating that he was on HRT due to breast development seen in a MrBeast video. He finally confirmed this on Twitter on April 5th, and immediately after he was hit with people making jokes about his appearance and timely decision to transition right after his divorce. While it's not known if his transitioning was 100% the reason for his divorce, it's very likely that was the case, and Chris certainly has doomed his child's future single-handedly in doing so. Having divorced parents is one of the most disastrous things for a child's development, and it's clear that Chris didn't take this into account before transitioning. It's also important to note that the child no longer has a father figure, and let's be real, statistics show fatherless children are far more likely to grow up to be criminals, to be trans themselves, which hosts its own group of problems, and to drop out of high school. It's very interesting to me that nobody is discussing the dramatic and severe damage to Tucker's development which is taking place here, because I believe it's the most important aspect of the situation. Chris is an adult. He can make his own decisions. His child, however, has no say in the matter. One of the most interesting developments from the Twitter space would be when Yoxic tweeted these photos captioning them, "Old Chris would make fun of the new Chris." Then Chris decided to randomly DM them threatening a lawsuit. They reply with a tweet asking, "What did I do?" And Chris quote tweeted that with a picture of MrBeast captioned, "My lawyer will be in contact with you immediately." Now, first of all, it's weird to joke about lawsuits. I don't know about you guys, but that shit honestly just isn't even funny, because you never know. There are crazy fucking people that will sue over just about anything. Yoxic actually went ahead and DM'd Chris back saying, "By the way, I forgot to DM you, that tweet was funny as fuck. Hope it didn't get you any extra heat. I thought people would get that I was leaning into the joke, but now I got family members asking if some random article about me suing you and the other guy are real. Classic Twitter users not understanding the concept of jokes. All love to you though." Then Chris so professionally replies, "I wasn't joking, I don't fuck with you." This is just so embarrassing because it shows he can't take a joke and adequately displays his arrogance. Speaking of arrogance, he decided to go ahead and brag on Twitter about how much money he makes, attempting to silence the critics in doing so. Soon after his transition, Chris also posted this photo where he projects his perverted fantasies onto his 3-year-old son. Back in 2016, this screenshot was dug up showing Chris enjoys lolicon, which is drawn child. Another event that happened in 2016 was that Chris once again made fun of transgenders in this clip.
Alright, time to see if they've updated the gender list. They have 63 genders up there, but they can't have my gender?
If you've seen my other video, you'd know that there are even more clips of him making trans jokes. If this truly had been a lifelong struggle for Chris, why was he making fun of trans people in the past? That leads me to believe Chris is lying about the history of his gender dysphoria. I truly believe this was something that was triggered by the divorce, and he has deluded himself into thinking he has always wanted to be trans. What's interesting about Chris is he checks every single box in the average trans person checklist. He's mentally unhinged, as we saw with his idea of a joke being to sue someone. He's narcissistic, displayed by him neglecting his own child and denying him a father figure. And arrogant, because as we saw, he brags about his income on Twitter. When I was doing research for this video, I found a post on a forum that perfectly exemplifies the message I'm really trying to put out about this guy. His comment read, "I don't get this shit at all. I'm a man. Am I masculine? Hell no. I don't like killing bugs, watching sports, working on cars, or plenty of other things people would consider masculine. I'm just me. Why can't people, grown fucking adults, just be themselves without questioning their identity? Labels were made to easily categorize stuff, not for weak-minded people to cling to for crisis of self-identity. That's really all I wanted to cover in today's video. There really isn't enough talk out there about how much damage Chris is doing to those around him, and every discussion point I see online about him is defending his actions, which I personally view as undefendable. If you like the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so this video can be seen by more people, and until next time, thank you for watching.